Oh, oh, oh. Where's your face, man? Someone stole it.
Hey, man. One of the most iconic logos in rock history.
That's right.
Even if you don't know what it goes to, you've seen this.
Yeah, you know it's the Dead.
Hey, man. Happy Saturday, everybody. Saturday, July 25th, I believe.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
July 25th. We didn't do a video last week, even though I told Merrick he should do it without me. Oh. Apparently that just got ignored.
Whoops, I forgot.
Oh, man.
Whoopsie. You can blame me, sorry.
We have a lot of exciting things to show off today. Some great used vinyl, some great new vinyl, some new arrival guitars. We've got a used bass we're going to talk about. Merrick's here. Scotty's here. Lauren will be here momentarily. It's a fully loaded Saturday here at Rock City Music Company. We are here until 6 p.m. So you should come down here and get some new tunes or new gear. We're here to assist you. We only got 1 week left on the big Martin sale, too.
Yeah, that's right.
$250 off standard series Martins. That's USA made in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Martin guitars are $250 off through next Friday. That's immense savings. So if you've been looking at a D18 or D28 or the Super HD 28, which we have in stock, ready to rock, you can come down and get it. $250 off. There's also still the Taylor Summer of Savings going on as well. And you can get 3 years, same as cash financing from the fine folks at Taylor. 0% interest via Synchrony. Very easy to apply. And chances are you may already have a Synchrony account because they are the kings of financing, it would seem. So dig through your wallet and you may already have a Synchrony card, and then you can just come down and pick a guitar and we charge it and out the door you go. And then you got 3 years to pay for any Taylor guitar, $9.99 and up, which that's a lot of options. A lot of guitars on that wall qualify for that. So yes, definitely come down. Summer is always a great time to get a nice brand new acoustic guitar sitting out there on your patio. Maybe you're sitting, well, you shouldn't be sitting by the pool with an acoustic guitar. That wouldn't be ideal, but that wouldn't be ideal either, Merrick. Sitting by a bonfire or a pool are probably the two extremes for your acoustic instrument.
We're floating on a raft down the river.
But, you know, the point is you're spending time outside, you're chilling out, you got a beer next to you, maybe you're grilling, smoking, doing whatever. No better time to be strumming an acoustic guitar. So, chances are you need a new one.
When are they going to make the smoked maple neck?
Right. Instead of the roasted. It's a whole different process. Maybe I should try that.
You should. Yeah.
That's a little nod because I've been getting into smoking barbecue.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I've made a handful of pulled pork. Scotty's had some. Ducky has had some.
Outstanding.
It's fun. I've been making chicken and pulled pork. And what else have I made? I want to do the bologna chub. People say that's really good. You got to get like a 5-pound stick of bologna and do that. I haven't done it yet, but
when I was a teenager, I worked in a small grocery store.
Yeah.
And I would occasionally work in the meat department. One of my favorite things to make was just going in and then slicing off a 1-inch round like chunk of bologna, like the full, like, was that 5 inches around?
Yeah, yeah.
And then just dropping that on bread with just mustard.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is like I used to eat bologna when I was a kid. And now I find bologna disgusting unless it's fried or smoked.
Fried bologna is great.
Fried or smoked bologna, sign me up. Cold bologna, no thank you.
Yeah. It's either got to be really cold or fried. Like there's that in between. If it's warm, no thanks.
Like pizza.
Yeah.
It's either got to be fresh out of the fridge or piping hot. I don't like it anywhere in the middle.
Yeah, people always say too, like, oh, you don't want to see how the meat is made, and oh man, I saw how the bologna got made a few times.
Listen, if you're buying a silo size of any meat, chances are it's not made to perfection.
Right.
You know? All right, let's talk about some LP titles. We don't want to go too far down the baloney rabbit hole here. We started the video with Grateful Dead Steal Your Face, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary release, coming from Rhino and their Spirit of 76 summer releases. These are all limited edition releases. Haven't been available in a minute. Runs the whole gamut of their standard records, but like this one, colored vinyl. There's some Rhino Reserve stuff that you've heard me talk about, and the Rhino Hi-Fi series. So every facet of the Rhino reissue campaigns are represented in the Spirit of 76. So this version of Steal Your Face includes one blue record and one red record. Grateful Dead recorded live at the Winterland in 1974. You may also know that as the Grateful Dead movie. It's not the same songs though, just same shows. Did 5 shows. Get me going. What else? What else? Is this is a new album?
This is the new Charlie XCX.
New Charlie XCX.
And
looks like a, oh, that's Scorsese out there.
It's called Music, Fashion, Film. So you have Scorsese representing film, and then oh gosh, we looked it up yesterday. That's some fashion guy. I think his name's Marc Jacobs.
Okay.
And then that's the dude from I'm spacing it. We looked it up yesterday. Riley and I were like, "Who's this guy?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's him." And yeah.
It's funny to me how like Martin Scorsese used to be like this, almost like this elusive figure, and now it seems like anyone that asks him to do anything, he just does it. Like I think we could maybe get him for an in-store here.
Right.
He would probably do that.
He plays a great CGI character in The Mandalorian and Grogu, and he has the Scorsese eyebrows.
Perfect.
There's also a track on the end there with a spoken word outro. It's not listed on the record, but I saw it like in the notes for the album, and it's an outro with David Cronenberg.
Okay.
And that's like, you know, and it was this weird spoken word thing like you'd expect from Cronenberg, so that was cool.
Reissue of Backyard Babies, Stockholm Syndrome, one of Scotty and my favorite bands.
I love that record.
Most of you probably have never even heard of this band.
Yeah.
Great, gritty rock and roll, some of the kings of Scandinavian rock and roll.
The previous record was like a letdown for a lot of people. I liked it, but that was more of a return to just
form.
Yeah, it was
great record.
Solid.
As I mentioned, the Rhino Hi-Fi series. This is Share 3614 Jackson Highway, recorded at, I think it's Muscle Shoals is the address of that. Hasn't been available in a long time. This is limited to 5,000 units. Numbered, comes with a nice book. Of course, you got a beautiful sort of lenticular jacket there.
Like a foil.
Foil, thank you. Chicago, Echo and the Bunnymen. Was this Best of Foreigner?
No, it's like some live, like acoustic and I think
electric.
Yeah, just a handful of the hits.
Jay Giles, Blow Your Face Out, great live record. Rhino also just did a hi-fi of Full House, which we have that as well, I believe. So the Full House sounds great. I haven't heard Blow Your Face Out yet, but again, it says it's cut from the original master tapes by Matthew Luthen, so this probably sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder to find clean copies of those records.
Yep.
Flamin' Groovies, Commander Cody, Inxs. This is another Rhino Hi-Fi kick. Analogue Productions did a cut at 45 version of this record a couple years ago. That sounds great. And from what I can tell, they're using the same mastering for the Rhino Hi-Fis. It's just cut at 33 instead of 45. Kingfish featuring Bob Weir, the Grateful Dead. This is what he did when the Dead were on hiatus. I don't have much more to say about it other than that. McCartney, Flowers in the Dirt is a great record. Most of it's co-written with Elvis Costello. I think it came out in 89. Does that sound right?
I think it was either 88 or 89.
Monkey's Greatest Hits. Here's some Rhino Reserves, Todd Rundgren, Faithful, and Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town. The Best of the Smiths. Don't have a ton to say about this. Merrick, what do you got to say about the Smiths? Anything?
Come on down, listen to it.
Come on down, listen
on
to
that
him.
second record, whoever the guy is in that photo, Silas and I were checking it out yesterday, and he looks like he could be young Mel Gibson or Dweezil Zappa.
Yeah, right. It does look like, yeah. We got one copy of The Strokes left on black ice glitter vinyl. This was the release of the day yesterday. New Shania Twain, Little Miss Twain, and a brand new record from Tyler, the Creator.
That's actually a reissue.
Oh, it's a reissue. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the first time it's officially been available.
Ah, okay.
That was like a big deal.
It's got
it was
a nice,
so secret they didn't like announce it until Wednesday,
Ooh.
Wow.
and then had to have it.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Nice plastic sleeve.
Yeah.
Hefty presentation there. And for the first time in a while, we've got a ton of used records going out. About 100 used LPs got dropped. Little bit of everything in here. Scott, did you do a video on these?
The video is going to drop after this video.
Okay, so there'll be a video posted in our story that shows everything.
Yes.
But
A lot of them.
there's some choice things in here, like ABBA, Arrival, one of Merrick's favorites.
Can't get enough.
Can't get enough of that. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. You don't see that anymore. Clean is what I mean. Outstanding.
There we go.
Yep.
That belongs in every record
If
collection.
you don't have that, what are you doing?
How about this? This is a nice twofer.
Yeah.
You get Johnny Cash at San Quentin and Johnny Cash at Folsom in one package for $10.
I know. It's incredible. And it's super clean.
That's ridiculous. We should have charged $50 for this just out of principle. Both iconic records, both must own, both must hear. $10. Can't beat it. Another great record here. Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Fantastic songs and a fantastic band. Ooh, sealed copy of the Cocktail soundtrack. No jacket required. Phil Collins. Wow, you don't see that. We Want Miles Davis. Let's see what else. I don't want to go through every single one of them. We got a nice original copy of Rumors. Aretha Franklin, Who's Zoomin' Who?
Very clean.
If you haven't heard Who's Zoomin' Who, the song, I love the guy that goes, Who's Zoomin' Who? the real low part, Who's Zoomin' Who? And this has Freeway of Love on it, too.
Yes.
Featuring Clarence Clemens.
That was a huge record. I remember when that was out originally.
Oh, man, another must-own, another one of my all-time favorite records.
Yeah.
Al Green, Greatest Hits. Bruce Hornsby and The Range. Don't forget about The Range. Here's a rare one. Chris Isaac, Heart-Shaped World, original 1989 press. This one's a little pricey, but it's got Wicked Game on it. And you almost never see this album.
That came out right at the turning point of when a lot of artists weren't putting out as much on vinyl. They were pushing for the CD and cassette.
Huey Lewis, picture this. What's that? Oh, Working for a Living's on here. Do You Believe in Love?
Yeah.
Scotty was playing Huey Lewis Greatest Hits a couple weeks ago. That guy had a phase of about 5 years where he just wrote nothing but killer songs.
Banger after banger.
Just one after another. Couldn't stack the hits fast enough. Good old Huey Lewis.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Gord's Gold. This looks like it's in really nice shape, and it's a 1975 copy. It's the gatefold sleeve, too. Eventually, it went to a single pocket jacket,
Yeah.
so this is the...
Saw a lot of bent corners with that one.
Yes. Here we go. Billy Ocean.
Love Zone.
Love Zone. This doesn't even have Caribbean Queen
That's
on
the
it.
follow-up album, I think.
Oh, but have no fear. We have the 12-inch single of Caribbean Queen.
I'm pretty sure there's 3 mixes on it, too.
2.
Oh, 2 mixes. Okay.
Side 1 is the song, and then side B is the instrumental version. Hell yeah. Love that song. Nice copy of Damn the Torpedoes, 79 press.
Oh, you're going to go right over that Player record?
If
I
you guys
was shocked that wasn't a dollar record.
If you guys listen to my radio show, you know I very recently played This Time I'm In It for Love by Player.
Yeah.
Opening track on side 2, which I guess now's a good time for me to put a little plug in for the radio show.
Yeah.
And this is how it affects Rock City today. I mean, it always does because I'm involved. It's my show. But I have a special guest on my show tonight, Mr. David Ducky Swick. And we have a very special episode called Merry Kissmas in July. Kissmas in July. So what Dave and I did was we put all the albums, all the Kiss records, on one of those randomized spinning wheels, and we spun the wheel, and whatever record it landed on, we took turns playing a song from whatever record it landed on. So
Please tell me you have sound effects.
no, we should have done that. A lot of times we were talking while the thing spun.
Yeah.
So, but it should be a very entertaining listen tonight, 7 p.m. on Radio Cobra Detroit. It's free to listen to, free to download the app, which is available for iPhone or Android. You can hear the show. And if you do miss it, it always goes up on Mixcloud, so you can hear it after the fact. You just go on the website and you click on my show and you can hear all the past episodes. But you should definitely check that one out because, like I said, Ducky is on it and it's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun taping it. Back to used vinyl. Great record.
Yes.
Raspberries. Front to back, great, especially go all the way the opening track. This was another one that's loaded with masterpiece hits. Lionel Richie, the composer. So this has songs from his solo career and Commodores. So that's a nice package. I saw Lionel Richie a couple weeks ago with Earth, Wind, and Fire, a second row. He slammed. Earth, Wind, and Fire was amazing too. But I couldn't believe how great Lionel Richie still was. And he was hilarious. It was like he was doing stand-up between the songs. It was really funny. And I got way too pumped when he did Running with the Night, which is one of my all-time favorite songs. And I was standing up and I was pumping my fist, and he came to the front of the stage, pointed right at me.
Nice.
And the guy behind me was like, "He pointed at you." He was all fired up. Oh, we got Sade.
We got some fade.
Got Sade, promised. It's Sade. I know a lot of our customers at this point watch Colectco, so you know what I'm referencing there.
Yeah.
We got Fade. A nice copy of Beautiful Loser by Bob Seger. Some really clean ABC presses of Steely Dan records in great shape. Which, again, getting harder and harder to find this stuff. I know longtime record collectors are like, big deal, Steely Dan, big deal, Bob Seger, big deal, Jay Giles. You don't see that stuff like you used to.
I was going to say, too, we had someone not too long ago clean out a lot of our Steely Dan.
Yes, Merrick and I, the other day, we had a guy come in and I think he bought the entire Steely Dan section.
Yeah.
Just took the whole thing. I watched him take it. Like, he flipped through to see what we had. And clearly he knew what he wanted, and he just grabbed the whole stack and walked up to the counter. And Merrick said, "Oh, looks like you got some Steely Dan here." This is a rare one, too. Dwight Yoakam, Guitars, Cadillacs, etc. Shout out to our buddy Russ Robinson. He's a big fan of this record. And of course, Russ Never Sleeps, one of my all-time favorites from the great Neil Young. So again, that's just a little preview. If you want to see the full drop, we'll have it in the story post once we're done with this video. Or you could just come on down and flip through.
Yeah.
That's really what we
You
want.
can actually look at how clean most of those records are.
Yep. And I want to remind everybody, next Friday, we have a very special listening party for the brand new Ariana Grande album called, is it Pedal or Pedals?
Pedal.
Pedal. Not plural. Pedal.
Pedal.
So it's free to attend. We do ask that you RSVP so we can make sure we've got the right amount of product and give away stuff, and we're going to have some drinks and some snacks as well. That happens at 5 o'clock next Friday. Again, free to attend. And what are the giveaways, Scotty? We've got some turntable slip mats. We've got some posters.
And then there's a grand prize. They called it a trucker hat.
That's a dad cap.
That was more of a dad cap.
That's a dad cap.
For sure.
So it'll be a good time, though. We've been loving doing these listening parties. People have been having a great time at them. It's a good way to hear the new album, celebrate with fellow fans, and pick up indie exclusive giveaway items, and in this case, colored vinyl.
Yeah.
It's indie exclusive white, right?
Yep.
So we will have those on hand, as well as a handful of CD copies. And we'll be doing a lot of fun stuff. It'll be a good time. So make sure you're here for that. Again, 5 o'clock next Friday, and it is free. All ages welcome. So come on down and hang out with us. There was something else I was going to plug before we got to the gear, and now for whatever reason I can't remember what it was. I got too distracted by talking about Ariana Grande.
Well, while you're thinking about that, Pat Middlestat asked if he said drinks ? Beverages.
Beverages,
all
yeah.
ages beverages.
Yeah, obviously not alcohol. Pat clearly was going to make himself an Ariana Grande fan if we were handing out beers.
Right.
No, we're talking like sparkling water and bottled water and maybe some pop. You know, we don't do illegal things here. As much as maybe outside of these walls, but not in these walls. Oh, and I also want to give a plug that we are getting an incredible shipment of great new releases from Analogue Productions, Acoustic Sounds in the upcoming week. Some great new UHQR titles that haven't been available in stores yet. Some brand new Chess 75 releases from Muddy Waters, John Lee Hooker, and Howlin' Wolf. There's some great jazz stuff in there. And The Who.
Yeah.
The first wave of the newly announced Who titles, which I can't wait for. Who are one of my all-time favorite bands, and these reissues, you guys know I'm just a huge fan of Analogue Productions. I think dollars to donuts, they do the best reissues out there. Not that Rhino doesn't do a great job, not that MoFi doesn't do a great job, but Analogue Productions just sits on a level on its own. And for them to be offering cut at 45 copies of Live at Leeds, My Generation, and then UHQRs of Who's Next and Tommy, this is huge.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, I think they're going to do more of the catalog. So, and Chad, the great Chad Chasm, has clarified that there is not a 45 UHQR coming of Who's Next or Tommy. So they're not double dipping. He said he didn't feel like it worked as cut at 45. So this is going to be your only chance to get them, and they're very limited. Who's Next is limited, I think, to 5,000, and Tommy is limited to 3,500. That's not a lot of copies of these iconic records in this configuration. So we do have them up for pre-order. We are going to have them in stock. Next week we will have Live at Leeds and My Generation. They just started shipping yesterday. So those are on the way to us, and then the UHQRs will come sometime in August. Again, we are the only Metro Detroit dealer who works with Acoustic Sounds directly, so we are offering these titles at the same price that they offer them at on their website. No markup. So you definitely want to come down and pick these up and explore their catalog. If you haven't heard what they do, you are missing out. Even if you've just got a middle-of-the-road system, you are going to hear the difference. So great stuff over there that's affordable. The Muddy Waters folk singer that just came out for the Chess 75 series mono recording, outstanding. It's like $38. It's hard to beat. Buy now or cry later. That's right. As Chad Chasm says. Did you see the picture I sent you of Chad yesterday? Yeah, you didn't even say anything about it.
I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, that's incredible.
It's outstanding. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Lauren. She's coming in with a bag of snacks that we will all devour.
Absolutely.
Right?
All right.
Lauren left us 2 Tupperware containers full of baklava the other day, and I don't think it survived. I think all that's there...
I like how there's like one left in each
okay.
one.
This is...
One left in each.
One left in each, and of course nobody took it upon themselves to clean the containers.
Just to put them together.
God forbid anybody help Lauren out. She had the nice gesture of giving us all snacks, but we'll give her a chore on top of it.
Yeah.
You know what? I got that brand new dishwasher.
Oh, there you go. You got a brand new dishwasher. All right, let's talk about gear. We got some new arrivals. We got some lefties, and we got a nice used bass that we wanted to talk about. Mayor, you want to join me on this?
Sure.
Step in here.
Yeah.
I'll even
He's going to hand off the microphone here.
Whoa, thank you, sir.
Did you see our big Mayor 2 Bro post on, I think it was Wednesday?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so?
I think it was Wednesday.
We tagged you in
it. Was Wednesday. It was Wednesday.
We tagged you in it.
No, I'm not saying I think.
4 times.
I'm not saying I think I saw it. I did see it. I think it was Wednesday.
Gotcha.
And it is.
You that watched The Boys, all I could think when I saw that was The Deep.
The deep.
I don't know the show, so I don't get the reference. I just started watching Mad Men. So
show
I'm way behind. Lauren, have you watched The Wire yet?
I'm working on it.
Don't give me no shit then about Mad Men.
Listen, Madman, top tier.
Good
You think
stuff.
You don't have a crush on John Hamm.
I don't have a crush on John Hamm. He is good though.
You're in the minority.
Right. Mayor, you got a crush on John Hamm, right?
Can't get enough of them.
After you finish that, every time you see John Hamm and John Slattery, like, do like cameos in other shows
Yeah.
as those characters, you'll be like, yes!
I just envy John Hamm in that show for how much he's smoking. I'm only in the first season. I've never seen anyone smoke that much. What a legend.
Drinks a lot of old fashions.
I think
There
the
you go.
only guy I've seen, and I guess John Hamm's playing a character, but in real life, I think the only person that smoked that much was Humphrey Bogart, who's my number one idol in terms of coolness. Do you guys know that Humphrey Bogart got esophageal cancer from how much he smoked? He was like 50, and when he was dying, his friend said, "Do you have any regrets?" And he said, "Yeah, I should have smoked more." What a legend! Are you kidding me?
That's incredible.
So awesome.
It's going to kill you anyway.
Oh, we got somebody at the door. All right, let's start talking about gear now that I pontificated about the great Humphrey Bogart, about Bogey. All right, so this just came in. This is a nice used arrival, and it's in amazing condition. Merrick picked this one up.
Oh, yeah.
So this, we've been hearing a ton about this company, and we've seen a lot come through for repairs, but we don't stock this stuff, so we don't have a ton of perspective on it. But it's the Sire stuff, and I'm pretty sure this is Samick. I don't know that for sure, but just based on where it's being built and the quality and the shapes and stuff, I'm thinking it's Samick. But this is the Marcus Miller signature bass. So Marcus is, of course, one of the greatest bass players of all time.
Sir.
So he's got signature models from them, and also the great Larry Carlton has signature Sire models as well.
Nice.
But this is the first time we've gotten our hands on one, and I have to say I'm really knocked out by the fit and finish of these. Very affordable. Of course, they are import made, but that's okay. You know, a lot of stuff is at this point.
Yeah.
5-string bass. You have so many tonal options here.
Electronics out the wazoo.
You got a 3-band EQ. There's an active boost built in. I think this is a coil split. You can do everything with this bass.
Yep.
So you guys always hear me say it's ideal if you're a cover band guy, you only want to bring one bass, but you need something that can sound like a jazz bass. You need something that can sound like a Stingray. You need something that can sound like a Mustang. This does it all. So if you're looking to pare down your gear transferring from car to stage,
Right.
this is a great win. What do you like about it, Mayor?
Very comfortable neck.
Very comfortable.
I like the
neck.
satin finish on the neck where it's not all glossy because I get sweaty hands. So it sticks if it's a glossy neck. But with it being all satin, it's nice and smooth. It's not too wide either with a 5-string. Like, oh, it's a little too wide. Nope, it's perfect.
Yes. Yes, and incredibly affordable.
Yes.
$279. I don't know what those things were new. I'm sure they were way more than that. Like probably almost 3 times the price would be my guess. Now, speaking of way too large of a neck, a little bit. This is the Ibanez RG8. Why is it the RG8? Because it's an RG body style with 8 strings. They thought very long and hard about how to name this model. They said, how about an RG8? And they said, meeting adjourned. Bingo.
No disrespect to Ibanez, but I wish all their models had names that were that simple.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah,
no,
that
it's-
is true.
Yeah, if you're an Ibanez fan, you know what we're talking about. Ibanez is one of the only companies that, if you know how to decode it, you get what it is. It's like body style first, followed by the series, followed by the color. But it's very confusing when you look at a product and it's like RGA42FLMBKTS.
Yeah. There's a hashtag in there for some reason. Like, why is that there? Wait
Right,
a
you
minute.
need Google Maps to get to the end of the serial number.
Yes.
But what's cool about this, Silas pointed this out to me yesterday. This is a standard Iceman headstock that they were just able to get 8 strings on. So
Wow.
kind of a cool piece. Very affordable for an 8-string, which is hard to come by anymore. And good components. You got a 5-piece neck, I think,
Yeah,
Silver. Yeah, 5-piece neck. And then great neck contour, neck heel contour there, so you can do some ultimate shredding right up top. And super heavy duty, crunchy humbucker pickups, 24 frets, string through bridge for ultimate sustain. If you're looking to get low, like Lil Jon,
There you go.
you need the Ibanez RG8.
It's a simple thing too, but I always appreciate their truss rod covers.
Yeah, it just slides open. So if you need to make an adjustment, very easy to do. Or in our case, very easy to check in our deep check-in process if the truss rod moves. Big fan of this Ibanez model. We've had this a handful of times. I try to always have one in stock
Never gets old.
It's a beautiful guitar, and it looks much more expensive than it is. Got the gold hardware on there, of course, the flame maple neck, roasted maple neck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Not smoked maple.
No, not smoked maple. I meant flame maple top was what I meant to say. Of course, the hum single pickup configuration, and these are stock with DiMarzio pickups. So great tone right off the bat. I think the gold hardware really pops off the flame maple there.
Absolutely.
I'm usually not a fan of gold hardware, but in this case, I think it makes the guitar look even more exquisite.
It works well with that natural finish.
For sure.
And those cream pickups.
Very easy to play, very lightweight. It's a classic Ibanez S-Series
Slim
guitar.
that is.
Nita Strauss, who's been here twice, always likes to show how the S-Series, you can do this and it perfectly balances. That's how you know you got a nicely made guitar.
Yeah.
So
They're light.
and they're very light, easy on the back for you guys that have back problems like me. And then we have not one, but two lefty Ibanezes. This is the classic AZ series, of course, very affordable. You heard me talk about this on the live stream a couple weeks ago. For what you get at this price point, $369, and you're getting hum single configuration. You got a coil tap there, a trem. Nice tuning stability on these. Very comfortable neck. I like the color as well. Yeah. It's not just blue. It's like a grayish blue, but I don't know what is the color on here. Did we write it down? Of course we didn't. Either way, it's a nice looking guitar and it's $369 brand new. So when you compare this to other things on the market at that price point, it's hard to top this in terms of fit and finish,
for sure,
comfort and playability. So very cool guitar and very affordable for our lefty friends. And if you want something a little nicer, also for our lefty friends, like Silas,
right?
He's a lefty. This is a 400 series RG. Let me see if I can get the number here. RGA 42 FML in Blue Burst. Wah wah. Yes. Yeah, right. Of course, RG body style, little thinner body contours, so it's not quite the same as the RG8 that we showed. Dual humbuckers, again, string through bridge, 24 frets, matching headstock, which I think is the chef's kiss of the entire
piece of resistance.
Yeah, of the visual here on this guitar. Very cool, very comfortable. We love this series Ibanez.
Yep.
They look great, they feel great, they sound great. So again, hard to beat at $499.
Nice.
Killer.
Yes. When you compare, and by the way, I'm not slagging on the company when I say it, but like when you put into perspective that a Squier Classic Vibe Telecaster is more money than that, it shows kind of how strong
arguments
that
can
guitar
be
is.
made. We'll
Arguments can be made. Nothing wrong with the Squier Classic Vibe because I think it's an outstanding guitar. Again, for the money, especially because they got like the 50s and the 60s profiles and stuff. A lot of cool specs on those. But I'm just saying in terms of components and comfort level, it's hard to beat that in that price point. So I know some people have a preconceived idea of Ibanez and what they do and how they sound, but that's not always the case. You should definitely try their stuff, put the things in your hand, and do some shredding. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I think I've about covered everything. I haven't said anything about lessons. Lauren, do you want to talk about the lesson promo real quick?
The $99?
Yes, here, hang on. Let me bring you the mic so people can hear you.
If you sign up now, before September 1st,
Yep.
your first 6 months, or wait, no, your first month. I just want.
Well, I threw her off by just putting her on the spot, but this is important.
I know. Apologies.
First month.
First month is $99.
That's a savings of 40%.
40%. Yeah. So your first month would be $99. Now there is a time commitment attached to all that. We can talk about that when you come in. But come in.
And we will get you set up with
either
one of our what's the word I'm looking for? Not vintage. Veteran, thank you. Our veteran instructors.
Absolutely.
That have been here for some time, or one of our brand new instructors.
We got a couple of those.
We got a couple.
So, check the website. Be sure to watch social media. We got plenty more announcements coming.
Yep. Including the next student jam, which will be here before you know it. Right, Lauren?
Before we know it.
So definitely come down and sign up for some lessons. We got some openings. Summer is a great time to start, and you can start during the day now, and then when you go back to school, your kids go back to school, we'll shift you around, right?
So that's always a common question is, can I move it? Am I stuck with that? And I'm extremely flexible with the schedule. You can consider me the Magnificent Seven, the 1996 Women's Olympic Gymnast team. That's how flexible I am.
And as I always like to say, Lauren is extremely modest with her performance. So
you will not meet anyone more humble than myself.
Right. So come down and sign up for some lessons. We got that great promo running. That is for new students only.
New students only.
We do have a cool promo, though, coming for existing students that I think Lauren is going to put in your email box in the next couple of days. So there will be something coming for our existing students as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Like I said, acoustic sounds, Analogue Productions, great stuff arriving in this upcoming week. We got some new guitars coming in from Taylor and from Reverend that we're very excited about. And next Friday is our Ariana Grande listening party, so you definitely don't want to miss that. 5 o'clock, free to attend. We'll have some snacks and we'll have some beverages, and we will have the friendship bracelet station out. Merrick is going to be on hand to make you a custom friendship bracelet.
Face paint as well.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we gotta get that into the.
There we go. Yeah, we should have been talking about this all along if you were going to do that. And everybody going to see Jack White tonight, have a great show. It's going to be an awesome experience.
Yeah.
And for the love of God, because Jack is going to make you do it anyways, keep your phone in your pocket and be in the moment.
That's right.
It's a great experience.
And
So
they're doing pouches at that.
they're doing pouches. I saw Jason Isbell the other night, and he's another one that doesn't want you pulling your phone out and taking pictures and filming. No pouches. But I go to so many concerts, and at this point, it's such a part of the experience that everybody's holding their phone up and taking badly shot videos, and it's blurry and it doesn't sound good, so there's no reason for anybody to be doing it. But you don't realize what a better experience it is when everybody keeps their phone put away and they're just into the moment and into the music. And obviously Jason Isbell lends itself to that because he's a little more laid back. Jack is all energy, and it's even better when people aren't on their phones. So enjoy Jack White. Tell him we said hi. And shout out to our buddy John Lael, who owns Village Vinyl, who will be drumming for Easy Action tonight. So congrats to him getting to play Pine Knob. That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Come down and see us. We are here until 6 o'clock today.